Hey everybody, welcome to a special mini reading. We've got a special guest. Her name is Rebecca from Child of Light Tarot. I'm going to introduce her in just a moment, but I want to say thank you everybody that's in the chat. There's nobody there right now, but thank you guys for showing up in advance. And we're just going to get this party started. Now, I had a bit of complication. Zoom looks like a no-go, but thank God for Facebook. We have what? I'm just going to leave it to this. Here is your beautiful new tarot reader, Child of Light, Rebecca. How are you this evening?
I am good. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about your upcomings in tarot. Like you were telling me, you've been doing tarot since 11. Let's hear it a little bit.
Yeah, I've just put it like I was born this way, and I got my first deck when I was 11 years old. We were actually in Spencer's, and I just kind of knew what that was and told my mom to buy it for me, and she was like, "How do you know about that?" It's like, because I just know, like I remember it. So yeah, I got my first deck when I was 11, and I've been reading ever since.
Oh,
And I went on YouTube with it in 2017,
cool.
which was a big deal for me because I don't like the camera in my face.
Ye-
But
Yeah, when I first jumped onto your channel, I guess you felt my energy right away. It was kind of neat, but you weren't showing your face. I loved the board that you were using though. That fucking board drew me right in. It was beautiful. But
yeah, I handmade that.
yeah, did you make that yourself, or it was
I
always
did.
you did? It was always a question of mine. But then
That,
but then you showed your beautiful face. You were led by spirit. I remember that episode where, it's time to get
yeah,
up.
well, people like to see my face because I kind of have like a lot of early expression like with my face. So you could probably see what I'm going to say before I actually use words, and people like that. But yeah, in May, I did get a message from Spirit to come and let me see you how I was. Like literally rolled out of bed and went on camera. So
Oh man.
I think it was like showing the real you kind of a thing. No makeup, no lashes, no hair, just at the kitchen table, boom.
Yeah, and it is a big step. Like even me, I've always been on camera, but it fucking like this is what you got to do. And when spirit says this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. I got a bit creative with the screen and picture in picture, but like that's all I had, and the rest was now get out there and fucking do it. And
Right? Yeah, I mean, it just, I think you're kind of never ready really until you just jump.
until you just jump. Yeah, I know a lot of readers that are reading now that are just new to kind of YouTube and stuff. That's really all I got for them is you just gotta fucking do it. And it's like diving off of a cliff, right, backwards off a 150-foot cliff into a safe water down below, but you're just like you're always kind of no, not today, or oh no, not yet, or oh, and you just gotta fucking do it. And when you
Yeah,
do
it's
it,
pretty vulnerable. I mean, a
yeah,
lot of people don't realize how hard it is to put yourself out there in front of the world wide web. It's tough.
for real, yeah, yeah. But once you do it, it's so fulfilling, but more so an ability to release that pent up energy that builds up inside you that just has to come out, that channeled energy, right? So I fucking I don't know, I love it. I'm so blessed that I get to do this. I know you absolutely feel the same way, and you do more
Oh
things
yeah, I
too.
feel very fortunate.
Mm. You do more things too. What else do you do? Just to
I do
expose
a lot.
the channel.
Huh?
To expose the channel and the other things that you do, like you make
All I do on the channel is I really, I channel and I read. The cards act a little bit more like confirmation. I don't know, it kind of depends on the vibe, but I remember a lot of my other lives, so I came here with a lot of already kind of gifts and things, if that's what you want to call it. Um,
yeah.
I mean, I remember doing a lot, so I don't have like a particular practice or religion. I just go by my memories and my visions. So I do a lot of spiritual works that do not have to do with tarot,
Yeah.
manipulating energy and helping people kind of. I like to say like I create bridges. That's what I do. I try
Oh
to
my
put
God.
people back in touch with themselves and sort of direct traffic, because my goal, as it was put to me, was to put the power back in people's hands
Amen.
so that they're not having to always search outside of themselves. And I kind of feel like that's what we should be doing
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
spiritual advisors. So I have a metaphysical shop, but I make everything by hand. I don't judge. It's kind of like I just make the tools. You use it how you use it. Um,
Beautiful.
and I do a lot.
So all her services can all Rebecca's services, just to put it out there for the people, what your name, what your name is, can be found on her channel. That's Child of Light Tarot on YouTube. I'm sure you have everything in the description underneath all your videos of what services you provide, and we about to fuck it up right now tonight. Would you want to start with a collective reading? Do a 3-card pull on collective. Well, there's no such thing as 3-card pull, but you want to start with
Sure.
that? Now, I just want to tell everybody too that this is donation based. There is a $40 set point for the mini reading, like hardcore all in mini reading, but I'm going to open it up to 3-card pulls for like as an ease in too. What do you think about doing like a 3-card pull, like keep it within 5 minutes? Mini readings usually go maybe 10 to 20 if it comes to that, like, you know what I mean? But like, I know we didn't.
You know me, I flow. Like I follow, I go where I'm led. We can do whatever.
Okay, cool. So let's say to keep it real for everybody, we'll do 3-card pulls for a minimum love donation of like $10 or 11.11. $10 is an easy split for us anyways between each other. So $10 USD to the link in the description or in the chat right now. I'm posting it, and you'll see the moderators are posting it as well. Hey Michelle, hey MM, welcome. And I've seen a bunch of other love vibe drivers in here. And we'll start shuffling for the whatchamacallit, the collective reading. Oh, collective energy. I know I felt really heavy today, like slow getting started, and then even, I might have had a burst of energy to cook dinner, and then I was back on the couch. It was weird.
Well, yeah, like I told you, yesterday I got hit pretty hard. So I think that's something that's coming in waves for people. And there was a little bit of that left over this morning, so it was a little slow, but it was a lot more release, I would say, than heavy for me, anyways. And then I was up, and I've been like all day. So when I did the live earlier, it was like, go ahead and release it, because it's a little hard to get through. But I mean, as soon as I released it, I was like ready to go.
What do you do to release it? What's your ritual? That's something that's kind of been on it, like in our lives. We're kind of digging up for things to do, kind of thing. But do you have anything special?
No, not really. I mean, I'm not a teacher. I'm just I'm just here, like I just, there was a lot of crying. Like I literally go where I'm led. I go with the flow. And so if I feel like I need to cry, I cry. If I feel like I need to scream, I scream. If I need to hit a pillow, if I need to take a bath.
So really staying in tune with your body and your inner spirit, and just allowing yourself to be,
Absolutely.
and do what you gotta do.
I don't judge any visions, feelings, or anything that may come up in those spaces. I think it's very important to just work through it.
Beautiful. That's some good advice, man. Like, it might not seem, it seems like the things that we do, like for me to clear, I had to take a bath before I came in, a salt bath, Epsom salt, and I just to clear that energy out of me that was holding on to me all day, even though like I was doing things. It was just like this lingering, right? This,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, for people that are beginning or just having a spiritual awakening or kind of new to the whole thing, I always say like it's good to have a point of focus. So if you use candles, if you use water, if you use hertz, certain frequencies, if that's something for your point of focus, those tools are always there, and you should learn what works for you in the basic way. But ultimately, you want to get so in tune with yourself that you don't need the tools, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to exercise our consciousness, and just like any other muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
That's exactly right. I know it's even like the 21-day reset where you have to change that neural pathway to that's always going to the way that it always went, to the new you, right? The new kind of, this isn't me, and this energy, I'm detaching from it. And I know it was my default, but now I'm conscious. I'm consciously aware of this energy, and I don't want it in my field. So this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's also another technique that I use for people, because the mind is not the same as the consciousness.
Yeah.
And this may seem a little weird to some people, but sometimes you gotta trick your mind to reprogram itself until you can believe that way for real. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Because your mind can play tricks on you, and it can be your worst enemy, because it's not the same as your consciousness. So sometimes it takes a little more work to start, going from that space.
I got almost a full message here. I'm just going to pull some tarot cards too, and then I got what I got. Ooh. I pulled from the Moonology deck the Angel, like Doreen Virtue's Angels Oracle cards, and then I'm using the After Tarot for my stuff. And it's pretty much the energy that I've been in and what's happening right now. So here we go. Oh shit, the Emperor, the Devil.
If you want me to go ahead and start.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I got people hung up on where to go next, and more importantly, how to maintain the energy that they want to be in. Major decisions being made, which I feel like is causing a lot of people stress, because it's maybe something that they haven't done before. Sort of that independent, relying on self and taking responsibility for their own actions. And again, it's how to maintain it. It's not even so much as a person not knowing how to get it, it's more how to maintain it.
I've got, and it stays attuned to that energy that you were talking about. The end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn, that card. But the end of the tough cycle approaches. Look at the bigger picture, and then I've got creative project and go for it. So rerouting, right, to a higher vibration, getting out of that energy. What's really being asked of us is like, okay, we know that the majority of the world, or a lot of the world right now, is in fear, is in like what's going on, what's happening, in an awakening phase. And when you go through an awakening, it can be fucking scary, and fear seems to be the default at first, but that it's a wrenching out, it's a pulling out of that fear, and the veil lifts, and you're like, oh my God, I see now, I see this, I see fucking everything. And like if you pay attention to Facebook, God, the world can look like a brutal place, and it kind of is, but it isn't, because we have the opportunity to create our own world, to create heaven on earth, to create the true essence of us, right? With this creative project card, really they're saying, tune into a higher vibration, tune into that love vibe, and find the things that light you up and fucking run with them. really pull out of this devil energy and step into empowerment with the Emperor card here. You might not feel like with the King of Wands in reverse too. You might be holding yourself back, from the creativity or jumping into an entrepreneurship right now, like doing tarot or starting a YouTube channel, even if it's like beauty and you add spirituality into it, whatever you're passionate about, move towards it, right? And every step that you take, you're calling in and you're manifesting. You're allowing spirit actually to give to you, right? If I didn't jump and start this channel, or if Rebecca didn't jump and start her channel, look at all the lives that would have not benefited from what we do. And I know that we've been instruments of change since the beginning. I've been an instrument of change all my life. Sometimes it's more of the natural born trigger guy, but we are instruments of change, and when we allow ourselves to be creative that way, spirit sings, man. They fucking love. All your guides are like, yes, finally they're going towards what makes their heart sing. And dude, you got all the time in the world right now because the world's fucking on shutdown. So what's the excuse? Don't let your ego take control.
It's interesting that you say gods, because I'm actually seeing pyramid. I don't know if I said this, but I channel, so I don't get all my information from the cards. But I'm currently seeing, I was seeing a pyramid that had a line, like an electric kind of cord going up through it to a capstone that was removed. But slowly, like as that cord grows, the capstone's going back over it. It's kind of that missing piece that I think people will find. They're starting to connect to the dots. Also, I'm seeing a lot of flashes of different religious symbols. So this is going to be people possibly taking bits and pieces for what works for them, but also possibly changing your belief system, especially with this lovers and this Eight of Swords with this Seven of Pentacles. There may be a little bit of, I don't know, it may feel a little ugly at first for people to, or even guilty, to sort of entertain the thought of having been lied to, at least for what is right for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like
that pyramid slowly turns over with another one underneath, which makes the Merkaba. Man. Take it as you will. There's major things happening right now.
Wow. I'm wearing a Merkaba right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. It's
so
like
wild.
It's like a thing, but it takes you to new levels, and it's the transporter of light beings, right? Like it serves its purpose, and your vision is just like on point. It's time to elevate. It's time to rise up from the fucking fear and just start doing what you truly want to do.
Yeah, you gotta do you.
Doing you, diving in deep to you, getting to know you on like there. When I was a teenager, and we haven't got anybody on the list yet. If anybody wants to get on the list, go for it. We got Michelle. Cool, Michelle. Thanks. We'll put you at the top of the list. What was I talking about? Oh, when I was young.
When you were a teenager.
Yeah, when I was a teenager, I was like, shit, I forgot. God damn it. Brooke, I'm catching your syndrome.
I do want to say you shouldn't feel guilty, because what I'm looking at, both here and here, there's going to be some people that run into what looks like a big boulder in the middle of the road. It's a roadblock, and that is all from how another person is going to perceive you. So this could be your elders. This could be even if you've been an active member of something, like pushing this belief because you really believed it at the time, but it no longer fits for you. There could be a little bit of shame and guilt, because I'm seeing that there's something that's been made. There's a lot of investment in something that someone may feel is acting more like a box or a prison, and it looks like they may feel a little bit judged to come out of that space, truly, whatever that may mean for you. I mean, this could be if you spent your whole life, aspiring to be a doctor or, something, and now you want to, go live in a van. It could be anything, but it does appear that there's a major sort of fear and anxiety pinned up around how others are going to perceive that. And also I'm hearing like I'm not fake. It just doesn't fit me anymore. So there's a sense of being judged of your authenticity as well, which shouldn't be the case. People change all the time.
Wow. It's like my story all over again, But we got Michelle up next. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there too. I was like, I don't even know where I was. I wish I could fucking remember those things too. That's something I have to really start setting intentions to. Is like when I go off like that. I feel like I'm stepping up into purpose, and as I step up into purpose, I'm starting to get new gifts coming online. You ever had you must have had that? It's kind of freaky.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
I don't know how to describe what just happened. It was like astral travel or something, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. And it's even harder when you're on camera.
Yeah, I've been going through it for a couple weeks now, just going through different kind of energies, and like Brooke's been feeling it too, and then all of a sudden I knew as soon as I went live it was something was gonna come, and then it just happened. So we'll have to talk.
That's a good thing. You'll get in your groove. Everyone will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Leveling up. It's cool and weird at the same time. But Michelle.
Especially, I wanna let people know, like when you're channeling and when you're traveling and when you're trying to read and when you're trying to keep the audience and when you're trying to run your equipment and when you're trying to keep your own train of thought and sense of self,
For real.
it's tough. It's very tough at the beginning, and sometimes it can seem like a broken message. I always say, like, go back and watch it, because it's very hard to do all of that at once and to try to spit it out in a way that people understand.
Oh, for real.
It's a challenge.
Like it's really beautiful to have Brooke beside me, because like when I space out and go off, she's filling in the blanks while I'm trying to fucking figure out what they want me to say and what's happening at the same time, kind of thing. But whatever that was the first time for me, and I think I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that itself. Michelle, you are up, beautiful. What is your question? And Gina, I didn't see anything post yet, but I'll keep looking. That's another thing too. It's nice when Brooke's here and she can take care of the money. Take care of the money side while I'm running the show, kind of thing, behind the scenes show.
Yeah. This is a lot of difficulties, like the issues with going online, and then my other device isn't working. So I'm completely blind to your audience because I can't see their chat.
The chat.
It's a lot of.
Well, we came into it pretty well, because even the technical issues, and I had to kind of pull it out of my ass. That put me in a different energy itself. So Michelle's saying, I love you, Michelle. Number one, thank you for that. Whatever guidance spirit has for me, been doing shadow work and purging lately. So that's what she's got. And I'm going to just take a minute, and I think I'm going to.
Can you, whatever guidance spirit has for shadow work and purging?
Yeah, whatever guidance spirit has for me, she's been doing shadow work and purging as of late.
Oh, as of late.
Brooke says, I wish you could see the chat, Rebecca. It's been going good.
Me too, but I'll definitely will watch the playback, and I'll share this to my channel, and next time we'll try to be better prepared. I mean, shit happens.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be way better off.
Especially right now. I don't know if you caught my live yesterday, but the energy is, it's like that everything as it should be, but nothing's what it seems. That's why it's just flow, be alright.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you there. Michelle also says, trying to step into purpose, feel like I'm being guided to teach in some capacity.
Interesting. I've been seeing someone on stilts. Extra set of legs from a higher perspective. That's a really interesting
Visual.
vision.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, Michelle, I got one more card for you, and then I'm just gonna pull clarifiers for the 3 off the top, because it's like these cards aren't warming up for me, not at all. I've been shuffling for quite a bit. Maybe could have something to do with throat chakra. You know, getting out there and actually speaking your truths and making sure that you get the messages that come to you out. I know Brooke was on edge, and she's like, I gotta go live, or I gotta do this video, and I think I have enough, and pieces kept coming in for her latest video over like a week, and she just had to do it today. Like, it just had to be done today. And she said they said she was ready to do it. And when you make that first step, you know, that uncomfortable step in moving towards what you're being called or led to do, it's hard, but you just got to do it. I got the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Moon. So yeah, shadow work, a lot of healing to bring this in. But Spirit's telling me those things that you went through that really rocked your core is going to come out in your teachings. That we go through these things, like as light workers, we go through pretty fucking hard knock lives in the beginning. As the basis of the healing that we need to go through in this life. And then that story, right, becomes your purpose, that ability, right? It like testimony, I swear to God, that was one thing I loved out of Christianity, was like when they got up on stage and told them how they came to Christ or whatever, but how they came to a new perspective on this life and this world, right? And the heartbreak that we go through, the times where we rose above these things with the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, and the manifestation power that we have over ourselves and our lives start to shine. Like, you can manifest all kinds of hard knock shit. I used to think that the world was out to get me, and I had fucking zero luck, but my luck came in on at times when I needed it, like when it's saved my life and raised me up from a 100-foot, you know, transport truck crash. So those downtimes are your messages of healing and teaching, right? Page of Cups, transitioning past maybe love lost, you know, or not hearing kind of the words that you're looking for. And those are the shadows that maybe you have been in, right? Or that you've transgressed out of. But to round off this reading, I've got soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I'm really feeling called to saying that, your tribe is here. We're here for you, and we're going to raise you up in anything that you choose to do. But really, you allow yourself to depend on your soul tribe, dude. I know you go through quite a bit of hardships in life, and you become stronger, yes, but you also sometimes you say, well, I can't depend on people because I've been let down so many times. And really, Michelle, this love vibe tribe that we got going on here, all we do is lift you up, and we're going to do that, and support you and love on you in any way that you possibly that we can, right? So unbound, forever unbound. And then the initiation. This is your rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You got to take that step, right? And trust that these things are coming in for you and everything's going to be taken care of. You don't have to know the plan. That divine plan is in place, and it will fulfill the needs as you move forward. That's what I got. What do you got?
Same energy. I have two definite. It kind of started out as like a crossways on the fence, like a fickle type of situation, and not knowing which way to go.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you should rush to make a decision, because what I'm getting for you is you'll have two definite strong points. It won't just be like one. Either won't be just one thing like teaching. It'll be something else, or it'll be two forms of teaching. There's two major strong points here, and I think that's why you shouldn't rush to make a decision. I'm also getting there's still some things that need to be worked through from the past with this Two of Wands and Six of Hearts, especially with this. I got the Empress with the Two of Hearts and the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Spades. So there will be a clear decision made. All right, you will see the signs and know which way to go. All right, the stilts that I was seeing has to do with your perception. You'll take a higher perspective. It may look a little muddy and confusing now, but those wounds, you got a lot of twos here. And it's really about being able to go any way you want. But I have a feeling you're going to have two major strong points, two definite things to offer, or two ways of teaching, or there's something with a like being able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile is a good word. But I've got the Six of Wands with the Fool, the Ten of Wands, and the Strength that kind of just fell out on its own, just like that. And that's pretty powerful, especially for someone who wants to teach, because you will have people looking up to you, and you're not going to feel ready. And it is a major responsibility, but I think you're underestimating the strength that you already hold, is what I'm saying.
Amen. I don't know why I'm saying amen all the time. I don't really go into it like that, but so be it is what it means. So be it. But thank you, Michelle, for that and allowing us to read for you. Gina's up next. Gina, you can post your question. Thank you for your love donation. Love. And if you want to get on the list, you can find out in the description Empress of Duality, my beautiful twin flame. Which we're starting to get out of the whole twin flame thing, and because it's unity consciousness that we're moving into, right? So, but she has the link up there, and the amounts that you can give. We might even just bust into some freelance one card pulls or something too. If you're up for it.
Me?
Yeah. Just to fill in the blanks. I got this energy that just surged right into me, through that reading. I'm fucking ready to go, man.
Yeah, it's kind of, I just want to add, it's whoever that person, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. What was her name?
Michelle.
So much underestimated potential.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly a little sad, because I know that I'm seeing something that that person doesn't see in themselves, and it's absolutely real, and it's absolutely there.
Oh my God. I know Michelle too, and there's so much potential in this one. You know what I mean? That I'm sure she definitely needed to hear that from someone else's lips. And I know it's always good, and that's why I want to bring in different readers, because what we say is true. You know, you have so much talent and ability and things to share within you that are just busting to get out, but you just got to let it be. It is divine timing, though. I did run on a divine timing clock. I didn't really understand it at that time when I got into like tarot or whatever, but you'll know when it's time to jump, you know. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not. I feel like I want to say it's not gonna look like what Michelle you think it's gonna look like.
yeah.
It's not gonna come wrapped in a pretty bow, baby. Because what I'm seeing is those battle wounds is part of what your appeal is going to be. It is what will make people connect with you. It is what will be that relatable point, um, and part of what you're able to teach. So I feel like there's going to come a point where you're going to be waiting on something, and it's already there.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying. Just Michelle. All right, that one's for you. Oh man, you're such a beautiful soul, and I'm glad that that came out for you. That Gracie, welcome. Yeah, no, this the people in the comments. That's our Love Vibe Tribe. I'm gonna put the link below afterwards to our Facebook group where we get to connect with y'all and give you a kind of boosts up that way. It's the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook. You might be able to check it out. But the souls that come into our chat are just like fucking lit, and they have all this potential, and they vibrate towards us because they want guidance on how to fucking take the steps necessary to do what they've been called to do and to find out, right? So
Yeah, no, I don't know, like your audience, like obviously I can't see the chat, like this is all.
Oh yeah, no, I'm driving.
It's all, it's very heavy on my chest. You've got a lot of, heart space issues, a lot of underestimated potential, a lot of, it's very different than my group.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're a bunch of like, it's very soft.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Like
No.
really loving.
Yeah.
Not that my group's not, just a little bit rough.
Just a tad bit different though. Oh, you froze up. Shit. We're going through an internet surge right now. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. And then we're back to, oh my God. You should see YouTube just going crazy right now. But that's
Oh yeah.
that's the energy that we're in, right? Like it's so weird. And then
Yeah.
the merging of your energy into our energy, it's just like, oh my God. All I feel is like messages hitting home, and Rebecca, the reason why I've always been pulled to Rebecca is because she's like, no bullshit, it's on the table, here it is. I don't want to pussyfoot around what you need to know, because like that's what's going to better you, you know. And I respect that, man. And I had to bring this. I had to bring this to you guys. So Gina,
I appreciate the opportunity.
What's that?
I said I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you to everyone who's allowing me to connect with your energy.
Yeah. Gina, you're up. I'm looking up to see your question, but I still can't see it, so I'm guessing you're working on your question. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to read for you too, Gina. If you guys would like to jump in on the list, it's $20 for a 3-card pull or $40 for a full-blown mini reading, and that's where you get to see the full potential of Rebecca shine, man. Like she's, oh my God. Oh man, I can't even put into words the energy I felt when I first found your channel. Like it was just, and then how we were like, dude, where have you been? You know what I mean? Like,
definitely from the same tribe
yeah,
somehow, like the same sort of well, you know how I describe it, like a sort of a military structure, definitely from the same,
like
whatever you want to call it.
energy workers, or I don't even know. Local 624. I know sometimes when we talk, we're like, Jesus, did you go through that? Or you remember that spike in energy that one time? And just, yeah, and that sent you straight to bed. And yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Gina says, what does Spirit suggest I do next coming with my partner? Love.
What did Spirit suggest I do next? What?
What does Spirit suggest I do next coming with my partner?
Okay.
Christina, I got your donation. Full blown 40 reading. Okay, cool.
Coming with my partner. What does that mean?
Well, regarding her partner, the
Okay.
the person that's coming into her life, like, okay, Ethan, you're up. Messages for Gina.
Oh, okay. Gina.
Regarding her partner. Hey,
Are
Carol.
we birthing Gina? Because I'm seeing a phoenix.
What was your question, Rebecca?
Are we having a rebirth or something? Because I'm seeing a phoenix.
I'll let you know what Gina says. She's been in contact with Brooke, and she's been going through it and like diligently breaking things down and expanding.
I believe it was a phoenix.
She says she's being more brave these days thanks to Brooke. I know Brooke's been really helping her.
That's awesome. You can't make this shit up. As you said that, confidence and warrior fell out.
Yeah. Four of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. It's like releasing things, right? That's what.
Yeah, there's a major risk coming in. It's just going to be that bravery and confidence. It's a solid sort of domestic thing, though.
Yeah.
I think it's always like a risk. It always does, right? It is a risk.
Love always is, even if it's a love that's like you can absolutely surrender, and it's okay. There's things that we've built up over our lifetime that hold us back, right, from allowing ourselves to actually fucking be in the love that we've always dreamed of. I've got
Yeah.
I've got the surrender card here in reverse, and I've got like, yeah, it's a return to self. Return to self and surrender. Letting go of those little pieces left of trying to, well, Eight of Swords right there. It's self-imprisonment. You gotta rid those swords and get them out of the way, and release the ability, or release your heart to fucking love again openly. And that's a fucking process, man. It's a process that's of letting go. And it can hurt, but I see the Six of Wands here it's all about victory, over conquering the self. And I got Six of Swords underneath that, right? Tranquility ahead. It's in the original or Rider-Waite tarot, it's this woman and child being brought to calmer shores, but she's bringing with her the 6 swords that she carries within, right? So continue to release. That return's it's gonna keep coming at you in waves, I feel. And with the Death card in reverse underneath the High Priestess, it's trusting your intuition, you're trusting in the divine to, as I release these things are coming in, and this relationship will grow because I'm giving it ground to grow and putting to death those traits that are holding you back. It's a rebirth, just like the phoenix that Rebecca was talking about. It's a total reboot of who you are, Gina. What does Spirit suggest I do next coming with my partner? I don't know if you have any messages on that.
Me, yeah. There's gonna have to be a compromise at some point, which is not gonna be easy. It's not. It's a lot easier said than done, but it can be done. It definitely can be done. And once it is, it looks a little bit like excuses or trouble cutting something out, but that is all insecure nonsense. It's not real. It isn't real. As soon as you make that leap, I mean, the messages just pour in. As soon as it's not just about making the leap, but it's being able to communicate comfortably where your desires lie. Because this one that we're talking to now has a major, major power of the tongue. So you need to really watch your thoughts and what you say, because you manifest really fast. Like, one of your gifts is to manifest through speech. I mean, everyone's is, right? But you just happen to have like more of that you need to be careful with this 5 of Wands, because those thought loops and inner conflicts can really mess things up. You got quite a group here, Danny.
Yeah. A lot, like you were saying, a lot of heart space stuff coming up.
But really, really powerful souls.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're trying to bring them to a point where and I know it's a lot of nurturing in this process too, but like allowing them to just shed that shit that's fucking clung to them, or that they've put into place to protect themselves, right? The wounded inner child, or just those things that's kind of what we're walking them through to release, so that they can just be love and allow themselves to love freely without any kind of
This one has the power of sight as well, so visual techniques would be, if she's not already using that, visualization techniques work really well for this one.
Cool.
So be careful what you visualize also.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the 2 of Pentacles twice too, right? Just bringing balance into the partnership, and allowing not only yourself to open up, but them as well. With the 6 of fucking Wands, the Empress, and then to clarify, 6 of Wands in reverse. When I asked the question of what's his energy, and how does he see you, I think he sees you the way we see you, the potential, right? He's seeing the potential in you, but you're not, like, you're holding back from that victory. You're holding back from allowing yourself to just be free spirited and free in who you truly are, the essence of you, right? But as you step into balance, and you're moving into that with the Chariot, like, step as you continue that action, I got the conclusion card and a crossroads. You'll start to see change um, as you move forward. Also, at the bottom of the deck, I had the fifth dimension and communication. Um, Communication might be wonky, and I know me and Brooke have gone through some of that. We're pretty good at kind of giving advice now on that subject, even though we continually go through it. It in itself is a process because we never really had a relationship, even when it came to our parents, even where we could open up and allow ourselves to be that allow ourselves to express ourselves, right? So even
That's what I was saying.
it's playing out in our relationship, and like we're over the hump anyways. Like we can see it for what it is now. You know what I mean? And there's a ease that's set into the house, like our living space, and I noticed myself, and we kind of bring it out easier in each other now. Of like, well, dude, you're doing this, and I'm like, oh shit, man, I can see the pattern, even if I don't acknowledge it, Brooke. I'm sorry, but I'm still kind of coming up that way where I'm starting to acknowledge things to Brooke as she's coming up. It's baby steps. That's what it is. But love the process for what it is too, right? Love the evolution and the growth that you guys are going through, and save space for each other too. Like hold space for each other as you grow, and even maybe acknowledge him for when he does share to you, right? It's a give and take, like Rebecca was saying, that compromise, right? It is a give and take situation, but you can see it as a beautiful thing too. Like roses don't just flop open and there it is. They're unfolding, has all kinds of beauty that's held within it, that whole process. So that's what I got for you,
Yeah,
Gina.
absolutely. There's a. It doesn't seem as comfortable as probably everyone would like it to be to voice that fucking raw truth, but it will.
Yeah.
You got manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. You also got playfulness. Okay, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. I would say don't rush anything. It's like Danny was saying about the rose. It's definitely unfolding, and it's the way it's supposed to. Just have fun with it. Laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm saying eat in bed. Don't be scared to get crumbs on the covers. Take it as you will. I just channel messages.
Yeah. Oh, I got crumbs in my covers last night, and I don't even know what, I was so tired. I went to flick them off, and I flung my vape, like my $180 vape mod, onto the concrete. I'm like, no. Spirit held on to it. It's all good. There's not even a scratch on it, so. Michelle says, eat in your bed, girl. Yeah. So, Christina, you're up. Thank you so much, Gina. Oh my God. It's been a pleasure. We love you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to connect to your energy.
Gracie's new here. She says, y'all are amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome home.
You only act as
Conduit?
like the only way we're able to read is because you allow it in your energy. So thank you, but kind of couldn't do it without you, and we're just the messengers. That's how I feel about it.
Oh yeah, truly, that's truly what we are. Christina G, she says, I've been feeling a need for a read on my life's purpose. So, life purpose read. That's a beautiful question, Christina. I know you come a long way too, girl. Congratulations.
Is this what we're doing right now?
What's that?
Is this what we're reading on right now?
Yeah, we're reading for Christina, and she said, I've been feeling a need for a read on my life purpose.
Okay.
So, some guidance for Christina's life purpose, Spirit. I think that's all the messages I'm getting out of this deck.
Well, you're definitely a natural leader. What your gifts are basically coming here. You get the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So you're a natural leader. You make things stretch. You're good at delegating tasks, possibly good with money. Because the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles are both very independent. One is an heiress. One works hard for her money, but nonetheless, good with numbers, good with money, good at delegating. Natural leader. Strong leader. Leadership skills.
Cool, Gracie. We'll answer your question after Christina's read. So stay tuned, love.
This one, I get like advice. Yeah. It not only just like a natural leadership, like that delegating, like it's almost like you have a natural ability to sort of walk people through confusion or help people sort things out. This could even be something like a counselor or a therapist, or it's a lot of different ways it could go, but
And Christina's got a $40 read, so we're going all in on this one.
it's interesting. This one wants to know her soul purpose. It looks like helping people find their purpose is kind of part of your gig.
She says I do it every day at work.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's like a guide, right?
Yeah.
And I know I started out really giving people advice to the best that I could, and I didn't even know where most of the messages were coming back then. And but they seemed to listen to me for some weird, strange reason. They listened to me. You know what I mean? Some would be fearful of the things that I'd tell them because it would pull too hard on their heartstrings, kind of thing, and they weren't about feeling shit. So they'd shut me down, and then they start ridiculing me, and it's just. Yeah, it's just, some people, that's the way they take it because they're so like, you've kind of fucking went right into them, right inside them, and pulled out their fucking wound or their heart and showed it to them, beating in your hand, bleeding all over the floor. But that's what you do.
Fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck them if they, two tears in a bucket. I've had people hang up in my face. I've had people, like go in on me bad, and then come back 6 months to a year later and not only give me more money but apologize. Sometimes you gotta let that shit sink in, man. It's one of the hardest things I ever did was face myself in the mirror. That's hard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And when you have that gift, oh my God. The healing that you can bring to people, right? But I got don't dim to fit in card telling me like it's not like you can bring them the message, but it's not on you to initiate change or any of that. That's all them, right? So you just like show them what you got and then that's it. It's don't take it inside of you, guaranteed. They also got the you're already doing it card. you know? So I don't think you're too far off from purpose anyways. And that spirit really guides you as you walk. You think you're walking aimlessly and you're trying to find purpose when actually you've been doing it all along with that card. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And light workers, it's just sometimes they need to add, right? That little bit of love or the extra, I'm always here for you or whatever, right? And or even a bit of your story, sharing your story on how you got as far as you did, Christina. Since, and I'm pretty sure your first read was the beginning of this month last year with me, and dude, oh my God, celebrate that too. Give yourself, allow yourself to celebrate all that you've been through and you've come to this fucking point, right? I've got I want you to think of one question in your mind, yes or no question. And the first thing that comes to you, more heart space that you want answered, yes or no. And I'll let you know what that answer is here. Sometimes they get me to do that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kind of corny, but it is what it is. And then I've got I've got a couple other cards that I'm going to read to you as well. They're telling me to read it. So.
Is anyone else experiencing like breaks in the connection?
Like in the feed or in the collective connection or energetic connection?
Yeah, like in the feed, like it keeps going in and out, like it keeps freezing up, but my internet's not having any breaks in it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's doing a YouTube thing. It's bouncing back and forth, going to low, not smooth, whatever. But uh,
Okay.
but my feed out to YouTube is green and strong. So
Okay.
and as far as it could be a Facebook thing.
Yeah, most likely. Or we're still in the same because I didn't catch any of what you said, so
Oh, it's doing
we're
that
still in
again.
the same. Huh?
It's doing that again. Yeah, remember that conversation we had a couple weeks back, and I couldn't say coronavirus or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't get us flagged, man.
Oh man, no, yeah, that's for real. Yeah, everybody's kind of it's doing that too on their side. They said the feed is going in and out a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad.
So
So
we're still in the same. We're still in the same person.
yeah, Christina, yeah. So with
Yeah.
uh, go ahead, go ahead.
I have part of what you do is help people's whatever surface, and that can come from a really dark space, and it's not going to please everyone, but that is what you do. You help people. It seems like you help people walk away. It's almost like you give people courage to walk away from things that have been bogging them down. It's like you help people to the other side. It's very interesting. You also plant seeds. You have the card of the shaman, girl.
Oh shit.
There's so many different things. Here's the thing about purpose as I see it. You have a set of skills, gifts, talents, whatever, right? And you can choose to utilize those in so many ways. You have the energy of someone who could direct traffic. You could walk people literally over to the other side. If you were to choose something like hospice or healthcare, you have the ability to walk people over to the other side. If you were to choose something like therapy and counseling, especially for people, this is like a rehabilitation thing. Like you get people not only to where they're going, but comfortable enough in a very you give them courage to walk away from a current state to the other side. However you choose to do that would be up to you, but these are the natural abilities and gifts that I'm seeing for you. You give people confidence to make very difficult decisions into a new way, whether that is the way of life, the way of death, the way of a job, whatever it is for you.
She said, wow. She said, like, wow. I think that's what you do. You're in that too as a vocation, aren't you, Christina? Memory serves me correct. So I got are you good for a bit? I'm gonna do a little bit of reading.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bit of reading and then
What I want to ask, what do you mean what did she do?
what do you do, Christina? Yes, I do this. So what do you do exactly? Do you work in what do you call it? Hospice or so while she's answering that, because I'm kind of interested too. I know I don't remember. It was a year ago you told me, so I knew it's kind of something similar. That's why I was like, okay, she's hitting the nail on the head there. I got Father Sky, trust in the unknown. I also got with that card, answer the call. There's two messages that they want me to read. She says, I'm a supervisor taking care of people with disabilities. That's pretty head on the hammer on the nail, or hitting the head on the nail, or whatever that fucking saying is. But trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is loving, leading you forward. This is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because that is a greater power that is not only around you but within you. And Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Spirit does that, right? When we get out of our own way and release the thought of control over our path, right? They gain control, and they bring in new signs and stuff that guide you along your way, and you are exactly on your way. Answer the call. I'm going to get to this card, meaning you've been called. If you've been waiting for your life to shift, the waiting's over. Your true and authentic life is happening right now. If you have been hoping for a sign, this is it. This reading. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed are sending you messages of love and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from these spiritual realms. So working with these spirits, or allowing yourself to be open to messages and the things that Rebecca was talking about will really be the guide forward, right? But you don't have to do any work. You just have to listen and see and watch, and the things unfold before you. And that question, if you have it, that I asked you to ask, the answer is yes and summer. Bask and joy in light. To clarify that card, I'm not going to read that card, but I truly feel just like Rebecca. If you've stepped into that role that Rebecca was talking about, which you have, and you've been in that role for how long? You're the supervisor over people, so you can teach them how to love on these people. I know sometimes when you're in a work environment, people aren't passionate about the job they're in, and when you're in a caretaking environment, that's not cool, right? You really, the people that you're taking care of need love and support and to be nurtured and brought, what's that? To a cup. Two of Cups, yeah. And they need to be
It's the lovers.
nurtured. So when you're the head of a crew like that, really, you have to nurture, or you are the nurturer of the workforce, and you have to guide them back to love, right? So that they're infused with love when they're helping those that are in need, right? The ones with disabilities. So that's a huge fucking calling, Christina.
Yeah, it really, you specialize in helping to fill a void. You put back their core sense of purpose and belonging. And you're a walker between worlds. I don't know if you know that. But you help interpret messages in a lot of different ways, and that can be scary. It depends on how far you want to take it, man. Like you have the ability to walk between worlds. Like you're probably already doing it. You don't know that's what you're doing many of the times.
Yeah, if you'd like more guidance, I'm sure Rebecca, like, you can find out in the description of her. I put her link in the description. You can go to her channel and see how the means to contact her and get more info that way. But
you move people,
yeah,
to their core, and you put something back where they felt they had nothing. You give them back their sense of belonging, their sense of self, and you give them the courage to go where they need to go, wherever that is. And that is not easy. That is not an easy job.
Not at
and
all.
That takes a very special type of soul.
Patience.
And can be a very lonely road. It can be a very lonely road, because here's the thing: you don't keep a lot of souls around you. You get them, you care for them, you nurture them, you instill everything back in them so that they can go wherever they need to go. And it's rewarding, but it can be lonely, and it's not easy. It's tough.
Especially when people put, like, they have their masks up in the workplace. I know if it's unionized, it can get fucking ruthless, but people have that guard up, and then malicious intent can be behind, wanting to climb the ladder, or all those kind of things. So those energies, you have to disconnect from, and allow that love and light to shine. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that, because as long as you're coming from a pure place, those things and those people, they kind of weed themselves out.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to fucking, like, let people have it too when they fucking need it. Sometimes, like, I don't believe in, like, hardcore slapping your kids to the point of abuse, but you do have to show them, like, hey, you got to be this way with these people, because they deserve the best care that we can provide. And I know on a corporate fucking level, sometimes care goes to the side, and it's just pump the fucking numbers out, right? Pump the numbers through and get these people what they need ish, and whatever, but don't spend too much time on it. And sometimes that can be harsh too. But I really see you guiding the souls that you're working for. Strength card?
No, that's the masks, the hidden wolf.
Oh yeah. But
she dealt with a lot of people that are, they're just full of fuckery, and they'll weed themselves out, and I don't think that if it does phase you now, it soon won't. You're gonna come to a point where, I wouldn't fuck them people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty graphic, but I'm seeing someone eat off their own arm. Like that shit, you start to eat yourself up. Right?
Malicious intent,
Yeah.
And
just move away from it.
And judgment in reverse.
Your heart here.
So yeah. You got anything else for Christina? That was pretty wild, though, man. I gotta say.
What?
You got anything else for Christina? That was pretty wild, guaranteed. Like already, what we gave her, but I'm gonna log in to check the thing, and then we had a question by Gracie too that I kind of wanted to just see.
Okay. Can I take a restroom break real quick?
Sure, sure. I'm gonna check the list. She's gonna take a restroom break, and I think we might even do some just fun polls for free too, because we're at that hour too. How long have we been going? An hour and 16 minutes. Yeah. You're welcome, Christina. I hope that really helps you. You're doing it. Yes, in summertime too, whatever that is. Summertime. I've been waiting a long time for summertime. Too long. And it's been a really good winter too, but I want to put the boat in the water and I want to go outside. It's been like 3 years since I've been outside. What's up, baby? Never mind. So, Gracie, put up, yeah, I know, Diana. It's been fucking super cool. It's been good to be back and doing readings too, and bringing in new people as well. I'm having fun. Gracie, what was your question? You said you're going through some stuff and you just wanted some guidance there. If you're still here, hope you're still here. If anybody has a question that you want put out and answered by the cards too, I'll do some freebies. Just throw it in there right now. Anybody's got any insight that they want in their lives or their love lives? Wow. Florida's already in the 80s. Okay, Diana, what's up? What would you like? Aries Fairy Warrior, am I on the right track? And Gracie, so I've been seeing mourning doves in my window every day. I don't know what that means. Gracie's been seeing mourning doves in the window of her place every morning. She doesn't know what that means. You got any insight on that, or?
Listen to the birds. That's been coming through for a lot of people. So definitely it means something for you, but it's also going to mean whatever is happening in that space. I would consider the window that it's coming through. What window is it coming through? What? Are they coming through? What's a mourning dove? What color are they?
What's a mourning dove? What color are they? Dove, animal spirit. I can take a look real quick too. Google is like I Google spirit animals, and we had a woodpecker fly across the highway in front of us. It was fucking pretty wild.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a sparrow leading my truck the other day. It was literally flying in front of my truck for like 2 blocks.
Oh wow. Yeah, they do that.
And it's not really my bird. My bird's the raven.
It's like they're super intuitive, and they know where you're gonna go before you're going there, and they fly that way. They're cool.
Yeah.
Gracie.
I mean, doves are a symbol of, peace and love and harmony, but also new beginnings. They're a very peaceful bird. If I remember correctly, they're also a small bird, but not to be underestimated. Windows are, seeing clearly, seeing something clearly. The morning is a dawn of a new day,
Yeah.
It is how you start out, the morning can it can make your whole day. I'm interested to know which window, because that would be it's also important for you to know the traits and the habits of the bird. What does it eat? What does it do? Where does it go at what part of the year? Those are things, when birds start coming to you like that, more than just like looking up the spirit animal, for someone else's meaning. You know,
Yeah.
the characteristics and traits of the animal, how it hunts. Does it hunt? Does it eat sugar all day? You know, it's those types of things.
I know I was reading like life and love and hope that doves represent kind of thing. I got the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. All that you seek, right? Your spirituality will lead you to your desires, but you have to kind of allow that inner calling, right? Or that cooing that they do, allow that inner calling to listen to the inner calling, you know? And she said, is it a corner window? My living room window, she said. It's in.
And what do you do in your living room? That's where you relax. That's your place to chill out, to sit. I mean, you don't really work in your living room, you know?
So Aries fairy.
It's a very social, your living room space, right? It's a very social space.
We're just doing quick free reads, one card pulls right now. And Aries fairy said,
I just want to add this to the bird.
okay.
They're leading you to communicate something. Okay. You maybe have been wanting to communicate something to someone. Do it in peace, do it in love. That's your sign to get it moving. But at a I guess I could say like a relaxed pace.
So not a rush at all, just
right. It easy does it.
Steady forward movement. I had the Hermit in reverse, so Hermit in reverse is like starting to come out of your shell and put into practice the things that you've like with the Hierophant too, like that spiritual practice that you've learned about or watched on this channel or other channels, and those things are starting to come but it, like you were saying, this relaxed energy of just like going into the flow and allowing, right?
Yeah, definitely. Is this person with someone? Because sometimes I'll see the Hermit in reverse. Well, it could be taken many different ways, but sometimes it's someone who doesn't want to be alone anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's ready to pair up. And when you've got the doves there, someone who's ready for a companion or to take a companionship to a new level.
She says, like, put fear aside. Absolutely. Like, it could be seen that way.
I always put fear aside.
Oh, there shouldn't be any room for fear, really.
Well, I mean, to a healthy point, right? Because fear and other emotions like it,
they can't protect.
They're important for our body, right? They're so don't not pay attention to it, but also don't let it rule you. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. Yeah. What was that one I was guided to? Aries fairy.
What is the name?
Aries fairy warrior.
Right on.
It's a pretty good name. She's been falling for the past few months, and she's in a divine connect. Like, she's on the twin flame journey, so we know what that's all about. But she wants some guidance. Is she on the right track? Is pretty much her question. I've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is an offer from Spirit. To me, with the cards below, yeah, you're on the right track, but that intuitive side practice more to listen to your intuition. Um, and the King of Wands, Rebecca, what's your take on a King of Wands in reverse under the Ace of Pentacles?
Dealing in a partnership is somebody who's probably not as committed to a situation as they may lead another to believe. Someone who's maybe spread a little bit too thin, or possibly has commitments or prior engagements elsewhere. Especially going along with what I just got the Justice and reflection. Give each other space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Things may not be as they seem or as equal as they should be. And you should definitely not ignore what you are seeing and what you are feeling. And that goes right back to where we started the entire thing about the mind versus the consciousness and the spiritual compass.
Queen of Cups in reverse in the world.
Yeah, ignoring that intuition.
Yeah.
It can be tough because you want something so bad, and that's not to say it won't be, but it may not be right now. And the tower's not all bad, man. Sometimes that shit has to crumble so you can build a better foundation.
And this right after it, the Four of Wands, the foundation card. You know, building that stability. Some shit's got to fucking burn before, you know, you rise out of the ashes. So, you know, okay, spirit can burn it down, or you can say, oh, fuck no, I'll come and I'll light that bitch up for you, spirit. I'll fucking light her up for you. You know, I'll save you the trouble. And when we initiate that and really start, you know, pulling our weight and fucking tearing things out of our lives that fucking don't serve us, that's like 20 F-bombs in one thing. Boom. We bring our own justice into it. You know?
I got the justice too. I mean, there's some major truth that needs to be looked at here. I mean, right away, I keep wanting to turn my head. If you notice, like I keep wanting to look away. There's some things that need to be looked at in a very honest light with yourself.
You're welcome, Airy Fairy. Aries, Airy Fairy. Jesus. Aries, Fairy Warrior. Bam.
It's kind of a tongue twister, right?
It is, yeah, it is. I'm in a light energy though, right? A fairy kind of woo. So trying to say that in that energy is pretty wild. Anyone else? The list is still open. I know we're probably gonna drop off. We're at that 1.5 hour mark. Like it doesn't really matter to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
it doesn't seem that long.
No, it doesn't. And the one thing I didn't say is there's $20 readings. We'll do a 3-card pull. The quick pull reading really hasn't existed tonight, but the $40 reading we teared in pretty hard for Christina. That was a really good reading, and it was amazing
that's
too.
The thing about spirit, you go where you're led. Like you're done when spirit kind of says you're done. Or at least that's how it works for me.
It's like trying to turn off Niagara Falls.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it can be pretty wild. Airy Fairy, thanks, baby. Thanks for doing that. Brooke put Airy Fairy in the comment, laughing. She's having fun. I miss you beside me. She says, we are going through a divorce, so may need to look further because we totaled out all at 0 on paperwork. Oh, shit. So it's at a stalemate. Airy Fairy.
Yeah. That would make sense with that justice card and that truth and that whole looking at a situation and more on it. Like that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Aries, for that, allowing us to go into your energy. 23 years. Wow. Yeah. No, my parents split at 25 years. And
my parents split at 30.
Yeah, and they just stuck around for the kids mostly, you know.
And my mom is the happiest I've ever seen her. She started over 50 years old.
No,
Time.
and that's what we wish for all of you, you know, and even my mom when they split, mom and dad are happier than I've ever seen them too, because in that relationship for 25 fucking years, it was like, oh my God.
Brutal, right? Yeah.
Like there was love.
People get caught in cycles. We're creatures of habit, right?
It's true, yeah. And if you allow like to run on ego in an unconscious state, right? It just the patterns continue to drive you fucking nuts for 23 fucking years until you just say I can't break this pattern. But you come to a point even like that veil is lifted off you. It can awaken you like a motherfucker too, right? And that's what's happening is it's an awakening process, and like compromise does come in a divorce, but
Thunder and lightning, power, which is interesting because you got the tower.
yeah, I got the fifth dimension too. She says I've been talking with my twin through all of this with telepathy, and yeah, it's that guiding light that you need towards unconditional love and love of self. Oh, we got another donation. So our next read, thank you all for the freebie reads. That lifted me out, really moved the energy out that I had to fucking get out right now. It was good. So who we got here? Alpha 8 Enterprises. Who is Alpha 8 Enterprises for a 40 reading?
I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of stoplights suddenly, and someone's like like I'm seeing someone drive. I don't know who this is for, or maybe for the next question, but someone's driving. It's like they're hitting every red light until they're like, "Fuck this!" And mentally, they're turning the lights green, and they're just flying through the lights now. So take it as you will. It's just what's coming through.
Alpha 8, you can post your question anytime, love. Who is Alpha 8 Enterprises?
Alpha 8 Enterprises. Why does that sound so familiar?
I don't know. Dawn, are you Alpha 8? She says, I'd like to know about starting my online business. However, I've been stuck in any guidance. Just confirm that you're Alpha 8. I'm guessing because you're the only one that posted a question, but assumptions is like number 2 on the, what's that book? Oh shit, we got 2 more. Tasha and Gina. Shit. They're flying in now. Dawn is Alpha 8. I've donated to Rebecca. Okay, cool. So, hi.
Have I read for her before?
Dawn, has she read for you before? She said, hi, I'd like to know about starting my online business. However, I've been stuck. Any guidance? Thanks.
Because Alpha 8 Enterprises, that sounds real familiar.
Familiar to you. She's donated to you before, she says, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the read or the energy, but that sounds super familiar.
The PayPal thing. I'll put the other guys on the list right now too, just so I don't forget.
Okay, so what was the question? Trying to start our own business? Any guidance?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think
On the business or how to start, or well, I guess we'll just read what's coming through.
Yeah, if you have any clarification, Dawn, you can pop it up too. Or
yeah, what I'm looking at is it's time for a new beginning. They're waiting for you to jump. I don't know who they is. I don't know if you talk to spirit guides or what, but it's coming in as they. I'm hearing they are waiting for you to jump. Okay, there's messages in the stars, there's messages in the sky. Okay, so even possibly when the stars line up type of situation for you. It's gonna feel scary and possibly like you're drowning, but it's like the birth from the water.
So Gina donated for Brooke, for a reading for Brooke. And I'm still pulling cards. I got a little distracted there. Sorry, Don, but
I'm confused. what exactly are we reading right now?
We're reading for Dawn and
Okay.
and her starting her business. And I'll just put 2 other people on the list. That's all.
You're getting the Magician. Like, you have the skills that you need. Ambition. So there seems to be a question of ambition and also timing, but I don't. It's a very It's like waiting for the stars to line up is kind of possibly the wrong approach.
Yeah, I got some worry coming out. You know.
Worry?
Yeah, I got worry. Like, I've got the 9 of Cups, and then underneath it I've got the like, as a releasing, right? To release, because there's a block from gaining the 9 of Cups or worry. I got the 7 of Wands, right? In reverse.
Is it fear of failure, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. You know, when
And also investing in the wrong thing, the wrong partnership, or with the wrong people, or whatever the relationship is that I'm seeing here in regards to the situation. A fear of something going unfair as well.
yeah, like the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, I had the 5 of Cups in reverse with the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance all in reverse. It's like that being on edge kind of energy that I'm picking up right now. Like, oh man, like if I do it, what if I lose everything, or what if I, this and that. Really, the energy, you need to come out of that. You need to absolutely drop that like it's hot. Seriously, to pardon the pun, but that energy isn't going to help you go anywhere, especially in a business kind of atmosphere. You need to step more into like a gratitude for what you want has already happened, right? With the 3 of Cups and then the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, to clarify that. Okay, there is, sometimes there is cause of concern, but don't start making that shit up in your head, and you don't have to go out thinking that, okay, well, I'm going to have to prepare if this happens, or I'm going to have to prepare if that happens. You need to fucking get rid of all of that. And you need to just trust and step into that attitude of like, okay, this is going to work because I feel called to do it. And even if it doesn't work, so fucking what? The things that I've done in my life, like I've started countless businesses. I've done nonprofits to running a trucking business where I flew off a cliff, 3 months in, and everything was gone. But a new world of opportunity opened up to me. Not to mention 6 months later after that, Spirit cut my arm wide open, and I had to, it was a year of physiotherapy, daily physiotherapy, but I was like called to a higher calling, and I knew it. And I knew my whole entire life was about to fucking change. So you can take those things as huge hits against you But like that's nothing to worry about. I'm fucking here. I'm in front of lights and cameras and sound systems all over me. I have my twin flame beside me to drop a label. You know, I if it wasn't for my failures, I wouldn't be here in this spot. Yet those failures were divinely orchestrated to bring me here. So what is there to fear? The best life is moving towards you. You got to step out of the way. Just like what's her name's reading, kind of. You know what I mean? You got the Ten of Cups here in reverse, so you can turn that card upright. Make slow movement because I don't think you're making any movement right now with the
Yeah.
Knight of Pentacles in reverse too. You know, and then all those things on the bottom, man.
That could have something to do with money too. There's a point of like being too cautious. Also, before I forget, I'm hearing 2 moon cycles and I'm seeing the next eclipse. So I don't know when the next eclipse is, but so there's something that's going to take 2 months and something that either you need to implement or will be implemented by the next eclipse. There is a point of being too cautious, and there could be some sort of financial hangup as far as I'm seeing this council. I'm not sure if you're trying to get approved for the loan or you think you don't have enough money or what that's about, but I'm hearing you can start small. Okay, they're saying this is more about the journey than the destination. So I'm assuming
Amen.
they mean there will be you've got to start, but I don't know that you're going to end up where you mean to end up.
So fill up your own cup. Turn that Ace of Cups upright. Fill it up. You're gonna do this. Walk away from your fears. Fuck that shit. It ain't gonna move me forward. And then, you know, open yourself up to everything that's coming to you.
There's some outside influence in this space that really doesn't need to be there, and I'm not sure if that's coming from you or if you're letting others sort of talk you out of things or talk you into things.
Yeah. No, I hear you there too. Like everybody said, I couldn't buy that truck. I didn't have any fucking money. I was pulling, you know, $14 an hour job driving truck. And I said, no, I'm going to fucking, there is a way to do it. And I trusted. I didn't even know what spirit was. I just trusted that this is what I want to do. My passion's driving me. And I found the money. I found the $60,000 down payment for the $180,000 transport truck to buy it. And it all just fell into place. And they had me the keys and I was like, I just fucking did it, and I didn't have to exchange any money. I didn't have 10 cents in my hand, but it all just fell into place. So trust in the divine, you know.
Yeah, you're getting change of mind and manifest.
And don't listen to those people.
Yeah, whatever the influence is, you got to change your mindset. You got to. There's a switch. They're showing me a literal switch. And a promise. There's a promise. And it like, hey, be ready because it's gonna feel like you're drowning. When you make this jump, I'm telling you now, it's going to feel like you're drowning. I'm hearing balls to the walls, all in, baby.
Yeah.
But remember that you're rebirthed from water. That's how we come into this world.
Gracie, we're gonna be doing readings more often. Like it's just time. And I know when Rebecca approached me too, she had that calling to we got to do this. And I approached Rebecca how long ago? Like it's been a while, but
damn near a year.
Yeah, so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank y'all for having
Yeah.
me.
Tash, you're next. Pop your comment up in the chat and we'll get to you. And then after Tash, it's Brooke. 1:44 in the time right now. How long did you want to go, Rebecca?
You know I go till we're done.
Yeah. Cool. You're so welcome. Aries Fairy has truth chills. So grateful.
Can you repeat that?
Aries Fairy says she's got truth chills. So grateful. She's like loving the energy in here right now. And then Dawn is all smiles. She's got smile emojis. I've never described an emoji before to someone. We got to get that.
Right? Like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to put anybody on blast for their age, and I'm not like that old, but you know, did you ever think you would be communicating like back in fucking basically hieroglyphics?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a, what do you call that? Not Sanskrit, but decipher or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Sandra and Alan in the chat, in the house. Love you guys. You had a good radio broadcast today. We really enjoyed that. Thank you for doing what you do. Gracie says, I just want to thank you both.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so Loving Me 1111 is Tasha. I posted my comment. Can you post it again, or is it? I'm gonna take a look and see if I can find it. Loving Me 1111. Here we go. Oh, it's fucking.
I'm seeing fire. Like fire. This one got some flavor.
Yeah. Shit, dude. So she says, Rebecca, you read for me before and you was spot on, girl. I added the girl.
Awesome.
And then I'm still going up to see if I can find a. Can you post that again in the comments? I'm gonna scroll down and see if you already did that.
Who said that? Because I'm seeing, you know, who's the chef that does the salt like that? And I'm hearing like fire, like flavor, and the chef that does the salt on their elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, Tasha, if you can post that comment, or one of my moderators, if you can go up and see if you can find it and then repost it for me, that'd be cool. It's hot in this motherfucker.
I am burning up.
Oh, I know. Yeah. These lights too aren't LED, so it's like they're compact fluorescents, and those suckers heat up pretty good.
Yeah. That energy may have a little bit to do with it, maybe.
It's just a bit up from the bottom. Okay, well, I'll try. Let's see. We're on Tasha's reading right now. Christy, if you'd like to donate, somebody will put the link up for you. It's $20 for a 3-card spread, or $40 for an all-in. We go crazy on you. And we've been doing 1-card pulls. Well, I wouldn't say 1 card, but Jesus. Oh, here we go. It keeps fucking moving when I'm trying to read it. I would like to know what people's intentions are around me and what spirit has to tell me. I would like to know what people's intentions are around me right now, I guess, and what spirit has to tell me. That's what she said. Yeah, thank you, Michelle, for that too. I was just thanking Michelle that got that message for me and reposted it.
Can I go ahead and what fell out just now? You got the Hierophant with the Judgment and the Emperor. I feel like there's people surrounding you, like they want what you got. Let's just be real. And they may be really nice to your face, and then the inside they may be judging you a little bit. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You obviously have something that they want or they admire. I'm hearing imitation is the best form of flattery. I mean, but they can't do it like me. What? Yeah, with the 8 of Swords. Not in the 6 of Swords, going from the 8 to the 6. Not the best energy, not the worst energy either. Hey, you know, they'll learn something. They are looking to you to learn something, or if that makes sense.
I've got the King and Queen of Wands with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they see uh, the the leader in you, the potential that you have, how the vibrance that emanates from your auric field. They're saying, and their intentions, even regardless of their intentions, right? You still have power and sanctity in your sovereignty. Like you are sovereign. Their fucking energy, what they're saying, their energy has fucking nothing to do with you and what they put off. You can pull out of that and set that fucking aside or sit it in the fucking timeout chair if you want. You have that great power. King and Queen of Wands, man, that's balance between masculine and feminine. In like, oh my God, there's so much. Though that's a fucking power couple, you know, and you have that within you. You have that light within you. Knight of Swords comes up. In the reverse here, it says ambition, action oriented. So you got these people that, okay, you're ambitious and action oriented, but they ain't, and they want to fucking try and dim that or put a stop to it, let's say, but they have no power over you if you don't give them that energy. You know, you don't, oh, I'm worried about what they think, or I'm worried about, you know, what they're like, that aspect that you brought out in your question. Even sometimes the answer to a tarot reading lies in the question itself, right?
Oh yeah, you can get a lot of information from one freaking 5 or 3 word question.
Yeah, well, this was just like a sentence kind of fragment even. And Six of Cups in reverse, you know,
It's unfortunate, but I feel like at least some of the people that are around you right now are not gonna grow. They're kind of stuck there. You got the 5 of Cups with the 8 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups in this deck. If you look at that labyrinth in his head, I'd be real careful who I let in my mental space.
mm-hmm.
I'd be real careful, because I'm telling you, they want what you got, and not that they'd be able to do much with it.
Right.
You know, but when your light shines this bright, baby, you attract everything, including coyotes and mosquitoes. You know what I mean?
It's funny too. Six of Cups in reverse. It's like I'm really getting this message of it could be like a past life pattern that's reoccurring, and you have the power to fucking break that and release yourself from shit like this with the Wheel of Fortune right beside the Page of Wands in reverse. Like you can fucking put a stop to that, but it's all in here, clearing this out and going into your heart space and just saying, look, empowering yourself, right? Saying like,
I want to say, I want to expand on that because it will be you that puts a stop to that. Because with this 8 of Cups, I don't think they're going to walk away from you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's going to put a stop to it or end the situation, it'll be you that puts your foot down. It'll be you that takes the responsibility to guide it in whatever direction it may go.
yeah, for real. Yeah, it's all inner work, like, which is, it can be easy, but at the same time, like if you're your own worst enemy and you jump into fear right away about other people's intentions, then that can take over and just throw all their intentions at you, and then you continue on in the fear cycle. But this cycle is coming up to be healed, and it's good that you know what it is now, and you can step into your power, the King and Queen, and bring yourself into that balance that, you know, I'm fucking untouchable. I'm a light that shines fucking bright. Hey,
Unfuckwittable.
unfuckwittable. There you go.
do want to say though, the question alone, like questioning the people's intentions around you, means you don't trust them off the top, like out the gate.
Yeah.
And that's probably like you are already in your power because your intuition is already telling you like something's up.
Exactly. And I think that's a fucking mic drop. You know, you got it. You got it. You just say fuck them. Unconditionally fuck them. I'm quoting Brooke there. That's her t-shirt that we've been working on forever, but we just want warm weather so we can do. She wants to be on the front cover, kind of, or the front of the t-shirt, kind of giving you the unconditionally fuck it kind of pose. It's gonna be.
I have a very similar design, not quite, but it's a very similar design that will be in the shop soon.
Oh, cool.
I've had it for a while. I just got to draw it up, and it's really simple. I just got to like find the time, or make the time rather.
Oh, that's what it's about. Because like, especially right now with everything going down, we got time. It's just.
Well, I don't know. I never quit working. Like that's I posted the other day. Like people waiting on this, people doing it. I can't relate. Can't relate.
Oh, I know. I've got like fucking 10 things on the go right now. there's no.
It's like what world stop where.
There's no boring in my life, and I think I really cherish too the times that me and Brooke get to spend like going to the beach or just like chilling. You know what I mean? Like that's the fucking shit you cherish. And then you put the sheet of drywall on the ceiling as quick as quick as you can. But yeah, good luck, Tasha. You did amazing. Brooke is up next, and then we got how many more? 2 more. Shit, Alan and Gina again. So what's that, Gina? Who are you paying for now?
Brooke, you're Brooke?
Yeah.
I'm doing a reading for you.
Yeah, Gina paid for Brooke's reading, I think. Is that
or a reading from Brooke, maybe you think?
A reading for Brooke. She paid me, so we're reading for
Gina
Brooke.
paid for a reading for your Brooke?
Yeah. So
okay.
Yes, no, Gina's passing on, or what do you call that? Putting it forward, or whatever the fuck. Paying it forward, yeah. So Brooke says, is there something my ego is not allowing me to see? Any advice from Spirit about taming my ego's fears? Is there something my ego is not allowing me to see? Any advice from Spirit about taming my ego's fears?
Taming my ego's spears.
Fears.
Fears?
Fears, yeah. Shit, I don't think I've read for you in a while, baby. Yeah, thank you for that, Gina. Passing on the blessings.
I'm hearing, is it Kenny Roger? I don't know. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away, know when to run.
Yeah.
You gotta count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
I'm getting a free show.
Oh shit. Yeah, I go fucking squirrely after the 2-hour mark. But it adds for, entertainment. Read it, baby. Yeah, first thing they said, love, when I was getting the feeling of which deck to fucking use, they said use your old deck. And then I asked that again while I was reaching for it, because I know it's kind of sacred to you. And they said, no, you can use your deck. My deck was on top of your old deck. My old deck, my first deck, and your first deck, chill out in the box over there. So this is my old deck. This is a powerful one too. So it's gonna fuck some ego up. Oh, it smells amazing too.
information that you're getting. You should feel pretty content in the things that are being offered to you from the other side. If there was a question of that, it's reliable. Okay, I don't know if you're getting this already or if you're going to be getting this soon, but you may not want to voice all of the fated events on a more, we'll say, global scale. Yet. It's a yet. And that's for your own protection.
One more for Brooke Spirit. And Ethan, you're on the case. I'm pulling out. So. She says, hit me with the truth. Bottom of the deck.
Well, somebody has new gifts coming in.
Yeah, no doubt.
It would glitch out on me when I said what I said.
What did you say?
We will discuss that in private.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so there's comfort in your surroundings. You have the King of Wands here, so there's stability, and there's foresight into growth and potential, especially with the things that we're doing, right? As far as business or anything, but it's a gradual step-by-step process that's taking place that you don't have to worry about. And I think the mind can be a gift at times when you're really trying to dig up the things that you're passionate about, that you want to be a part of your life. But the mind at this time really you gotta fucking shoot that horse that keeps running and cap them dead in the head. You have, and I know you do, you have that control, that ability now, especially to see those things and not allow them to manifest, right? But just hold them there and see them for what they are and question that before you take it in or anything. But with the Eight of Cups, the know when to hold them, know when to fold them is like, okay, there is a switch. And I know, oh man, they keep showing me back to Lee and Sherry. There's a switch that you can flip to just say, fuck it, I'm done with that, and I'm good. But the switch also is within too, right? So you're not just shutting the mind's chatter off, you're and this is coming too, like this is a gift that's coming to you that I think you're going to see soon. Like I've got the Tower and the Six of Cups, or the Five of Cups underneath. Like it's that release of that final release that you've been looking for. But it's coming. You don't even have to worry about it, to where you can flip the switch off inside and now you're impenetrable. All right. As far as this ego battle that you have going on in your head, I've been there too, and like I'm just popping out real quick to tell you, I've been there too, and it as soon as I released the fight to kill the ego. And I said, okay, you're good. We're good. I told you to shut up. And when I know that I need you to shut the fuck up, and I have the power to put you to bed, you go to bed. And it's dodo time, sleep time, and you're good. And then you have that power to take the next step to move forward and say, okay, now that I'm running the show, let's go to lunch, or let's go to the beach, or let's sit down at the table and talk about the mentorship program, or what we want, what's on the table. You know what I mean? And just allow that focus to shift off that mind chatter. And you'll see that the neural pathways will fucking dry up after a while, and we'll be good. The Two of Cups is on the table beside the Queen of Wands. That's the power couple came out in this deck. But really, it's that you are in such a beautiful place, and man, you've come so fucking far since when we first met. You're nothing like that girl I met. You've truly evolved into a fucking light warrior. Okay? And like Rebecca was saying, there are some things that you don't necessarily have to divulge right away. Because like Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, it's telling our story. But the Seven of Wands in reverse too. Or no, the Eight of Wands in reverse, that's that communication, right? That I'm working on. And I'm gonna step aside because I've rambled on for a bit. You know the rest of the story, like Paul Harvey says. So Rebecca, you're up. Tara a new one, she says. Well, she didn't say.
No, it's not like that. And I was gonna do this in private because it cut off, and because of again, we'll just fucking do it again because it needs to be said publicly because you are coming into some new gifts. You will also be picking up a new way to read. You'll be picking up a new tool. I don't know if you've already looked into this or are trying to learn this or what this is. It's different from tarot and it's different from channeling. I don't know what it is. It'll be a different form of divination. It's important that you don't have knee-jerk reactions. You also have healing abilities that are not complete yet, and they are going to manifest fucking overnight.
Oh shit.
You may have even had dreams about this already, and you need to understand that you cannot dive right into that because you're going to have at least two that come to you that are not what they seem. And not everybody that comes to you and claims to want to be healed is really trying to get healed. That can be dangerous for you at first. And I feel like the reason this needs to be said publicly is because it's kind of putting out a frequency of like, she's not alone. So whoever may be picking that up, be very careful. You need eyes in the back of your head. And I'm hearing a Queen Latifah, love is a battlefield. You ain't got to watch your back because you got me to do that.
She said I've hit many brick walls throughout our journey. Lessons learned, though, you know, strength gained.
That's okay. I mean, we all hit brick walls. You got the Two of Cups here. I love this Two of Cups because this like medical symbol, and y'all know how I feel about serpents. Yeah. This is major growth. I mean, this is major healing energy. But the thing is, you in particular need to be very careful with that at first. Not all the. Well, I mean, you always want to be careful, right? But it's almost like you're jumping in with a fuck ton of confidence that you should have, but not enough discernment, if that makes sense, because there's going to be something or someone that it's a reversal. It's an inversion. It's like you think you're healing, but really they're stealing. You understand me?
Oh, yeah. She says, interesting. She says, interesting. I was telling Jessica today about protecting my energy and clearing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the sage at the bottom of the deck here as well. And there's that mask card again. There's going to be at least two. I could be getting the number two because, they may present you with this when they're really something else altogether, right? They could have like two very different personalities. Yeah, they're gonna try to catch you slipping because they do. It's almost like, girl, you got something sniffing out your gifts before they kind of manifest completely. Does that make sense? It's like they can smell you getting stronger. It's a really weird. It's kind of creepy that anybody would be on you like that. You know? It's what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, if you think that now, just wait. Absolutely.
Oh, no sound for me. Yeah, I paused it to hit my vape. Shit. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Never mind. But yeah, no, I was just saying to Rebecca that I know that I can feel our gifts, like we're leveling up in the gifts section. Yeah, I turned my mic back on. Sorry. But yeah. So who's up next? We've got Alan is up next, and then it's Gina. Gina, did you pay for somebody, or are you leveling up and you want more info?
I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water real quick.
Sounds good.
Super.
Me too. Me too. I'd like more water. I don't know if you're interested, Brooke, in grabbing me another jug, but or I can just get up and get it myself. You guys okay with that? I'm just gonna get up and get it myself. Entertainment's on you, Rebecca. I'm gonna get up and refill my water.
Oh, great that I can't see the chat or anything.
That's shitty. I know. God damn. Okay, I'll be quick. How's that? Like super quick. I don't know if there's more energy you want to talk about with Brooke. One second. Watch my chair spin.
Just be careful, Mama. Just be careful. As far as ego goes, the only thing I can see your ego blocking you on is maybe just like getting overly confident, which we all do, and letting your guard down a little bit and just being fucking blindsided. That's why I felt the need to say it. I tried to say it and the camera cut on me. The connection cut.
It's funny.
But whatever they are, need to know that you're not some little lonely, like you got a whole team behind you.
Yeah. That's okay, baby. I got legs. I got my water. We're good. So So we're back. Alan, you're up. Oh, that's shit. That's Sandra and Alan in the house. So Sandra and Alan, what's your question? Oh, that is a love gift, she says. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that.
And thank you to everyone for having me and for allowing me in your energy and connecting. I appreciate it.
It's been super fun. Gina,
Yeah.
we've got Gina left, and then see you, Jessica. She has to run, but she's wishing us a good night. And then we've got Gina with the last question. If you can post your question, or whoever you may have paid for, if they can post their question, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I don't know. Does anybody know if Gina, what Gina's up to?
There's something going on with like my back and kind of in between my shoulder blades, almost, well, probably I guess like directly on my spine. Below the neck, above the bra strap.
Below the neck and above the jaw strap. I know.
The bra strap, yeah, like kind of like right in between the shoulder blades on the spine.
I know Brooke suffers from like neck pain that went into her shoulders, and that what's that muscle called? The tibulus, whatever the hell. It's kind of like sprained right now. I don't know if you're feeling that.
I don't know. I know it's not mine though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty wild. So Gina, love you, Jesse. I guess we're good. I think it was you, baby. I think that's where you're feeling the pain, right? But Gina hasn't said anything. Gina paid for me. Ah, Kara. Okay, what is your question, Kara? Ask and ye shall receive. You're up, baby. Kara has her own tarot channel. She started not too long ago called The Living Journey.
I was just going to say, this person, I got blue everywhere. This person needs to, their voice.
She says, I feel like everything is it says facing into place. I'm just going to say falling into place, like everything. I have some really big things in the works, so any advice or guidance from spirit?
Well, it's definitely time to speak.
Might be time to join us in a trifecta reading or a mini reading with us. Like I was talking to you to you today. Or was it yesterday? Time is an illusion.
I'm also seeing, I think it's called an Erlenmeyer flask. It's the one with the big round bottom and the skinny tube up. I'm hearing, is it milk of magnesia? I'm seeing it's like a whole experiment. It's like turning from pink to white. Alchemy. It's alchemy.
She says, I speak constantly, but the big thing literally has to do with speaking. Wow.
What?
She says I speak constantly, but the big thing literally has to do with speaking.
Okay.
So you hit that. I pulled the wolf card. Take care of your needs. Release the old and rest. I pulled the autumn card too, so there's 2 seasons, right? Winter and autumn. And then I also got the she-wolf. Release the wild within. And here she's doing a wolf call. So there's some speaking, you know. I also got this, sometimes you need to release, and like Rebecca was talking at the beginning of the show about how she, clears out that energy. Sometimes she screams, sometimes she cries, sometimes, and just allowing yourself to do this, right? And
interesting, because when you showed that card, I actually got a wolf cry, like a cry out to the sky.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're calling something in or calling out for help, or if you need to.
Divine Alchemy. She says, I talked about being a wild woman today. Time to let that freak fly. Freak flag fly. Okay.
Yeah, whatever may be causing some like shame or taboo or whatever, like that shit is to be celebrated and it has its place. And you're not delusional. Take it, put it where it's supposed to go. There's something about the eyes too.
I think as these new things come into your life, I've got Circle of Life card here with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Star, and the Seven of Cups. And there are things that no longer fit in your life. It's like a square is trying to fit in a circle hole, and it's not going to work. And I think that discernment, right? The she-wolf is coming out to just say, fuck it, bye. Or that just you know what you don't need any longer, and you can just release it and smudge. I got smudging ceremony, but I also got tribal spirit dancer that I'm going to read to you too. Rebecca, you can keep
I'm
going.
seeing that. First, I was seeing elephants, like a herd, and then it sort of centered on one in particular, and it slowly started to transform into Ganesha. And I'm seeing Ganesha as the back of the brain or the spinal cord, right? They're showing me a release of melatonin and pineal gland, like the oils, the anointing oils of the pineal gland. I haven't pulled any cards. I'm just like, sorry, just your shit's coming through a different way.
Cool. Okay, so I'm just not. The page that it opened up to is smudging ceremony. I tried to find Travel Spirit Dancer, and I can't see it in the fucking thing. So I guess that means smudging ceremony is for you. Let go of the past, purify and detox. Release whatever doesn't serve or support you in your life. Shit, can't make this shit up. Cleanse your body and environment by doing space clearing and clutter clearing. Let go of the old, discarded, and unused to make way for the new energy and the new beginnings. Eat lightly, drink lots of fresh water, and consume food with strong life force.
Pineapple.
Yeah, go ahead.
Seeing pineapples.
Pineapples. Oh, those are
Yeah, eat some pineapple.
those are
Decalcified.
yeah,
There's a
for
lot going
sure.
on with your pineal gland. Do you have an altar? Does she have an altar?
I'm pretty
Or
sure.
work with any specific deities?
I'm pretty sure.
Connect with any.
Do you have an
Look,
altar?
as there's something going on with the eyes. She's blindfolded here on the Wheel of Fortune.
She says, "What, Rebecca? You are super amazing. You got an altar."
That was amazing because I'm only reading what you're allowing me to read.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I know that she has a gift, though. You are super gifted in what you're already doing. And really, smudging ceremony is, yeah, letting go of that shit, but also it's releasing of the energies that don't serve you to allow the new energies that are coming into you to like you're making space for these things. She said, shining lights into my third eye they don't want me to see. I see it with my physical eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you
oh,
can be more.
oh, she says, no, I got the whole story now. Nope, I'm being blinded by entities. Shining lights into my third eye they don't want me to see. And then she says, I see with my physical eyes.
Meaning you see shit that other people don't see with your physical eyes, like in actual space and time. Is that what she's saying? I'm confused.
We're on like a 10-second time delay too. So she said it happened last night at the beginning of my live. And then we'll wait for her answer. Yes, she says.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, whatever is trying to block the melatonin, and it's almost like they're recalcifying the pineal gland. I don't even know how that would be possible, but maybe that's just how they're showing it to me for symbolism. Maybe you know what that means. But it's like if you block one door, so it's almost like you've sort of made another path, right? So if you're not going to let me see out of this eye, then I'm going to redirect it to show out of this eye, right? However it's got to come, it's going to come either way. So I really would take that power back. That they can't do anything to you that you don't allow. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Especially with how, if you're powerful enough to do what I see you doing, which is redirecting it to show you a different way, I mean, you got it. Yeah, your messages are coming in. Look, I'm telling you, look, two blindfolded cards, but your messages come in anyways. If you blocked the pineal gland and they blocked your eyes, you'd fucking see with your feet, your hands. You know what I mean? Like it's like that.
She says, literally, yes, I had my healer clear them. And then, yep, I still see. Fuck them. I added the fuck them. That's my thing. So while you're saying unconditionally fuck them, let go. This is the tribal spirit dancer. Let go, say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions. I know when you get gifts, right? So if you lose your eyesight, you have fucking super hearing when you're blind.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have that ability that like these almost supernatural or super enhanced abilities. So you say, okay, take my fucking eyes. I'm good. I know I'd lay off fluoride toothpaste maybe to help decalcify your pineal gland. I know we had to switch back, but that's another story. We got some non-fluoride coming in. But yeah, just brush it off like fucking dandruff. Selsun Blue that shit.
Did she see auras?
Do you see auras? She said, inside my life anyway, and it cleared, but I'm physically seeing energy now, like light energy. And she never
like
used
an aura.
I did, yeah, I did in my live, she said. And I never used fluoride. Good for you.
Yeah, and look, and you've got these glasses here too on this book and communication. Like you're gonna see no matter what. Yeah, the healer even almost is being given too much power because you have the power to do that yourself. You may not have the confidence, but you definitely have it in there. What's being communicated to you is like nothing outside of you is going to stop what's coming in. You're also, if you're not already, about to start seeing actual frequencies and wavelengths. So like if you're not to this point already, it would not surprise me if this is part of what you're seeing, and you will have to learn to decipher this well. So because I'm seeing a lot of different streams of light with you. So you can actually see light streaming out of people. So you're going to start seeing chords, and you're going to start seeing like actual spectrums of light and vibration. Also through like the internet and cell phones and towers and things like that. And it can get really confusing. And that may be also like that whole pineal gland thing, maybe a little bit for your protection, because like my eyes are literally starting to hurt right now, like as if I'm staring into the sun.
Gotcha.
So that may be something that they're kind of trying to ease you into. You know?
She says, I do. I paid for the being 2 months ago, but she happened to do the being the same day. The reading. Oh, I paid for the reading 2 months ago, but she happened to do the reading the same day. Is it the reading? I saw these light stirring circles. I don't know if it's reading. I think it's just like one of those fucking auto correct bullshit things.
I think
I do. I paid for the being 2 months ago. I don't know what the being was.
Oh, I got you.
I went for this deck. Reading, yeah. She meant reading. Saint Christopher put a helmet of stars on me to protect me right before Joe's suicide. So that was her ex that committed suicide. And Saint Christopher put a helmet of stars on her to protect her. God damn, I'm so excited I can't fucking type. Oh, okay.
A lot of pressure behind my left eye, kind of like, yeah, like in the left side of the forehead behind my left eye.
Oh man. Yeah, I just got that. I just fucking felt that. Almost like a migraine, but it's like it's like a pulse.
Like, like the sensation you get like when a migraine, yeah, like when you need to turn off the lights, and because it's almost can make you nauseous. It's too bright.
Yeah.
When you have, yeah.
But as I did that, I'm covering my left ear, and I can hear so fucking well. So
yeah, the frequencies, because this one she's seeing like almost it can. I think that's why you maybe need like. You may even be blocking out your own senses in protection of yourself, not knowing it, because that type of shit can drive you crazy, dude. I hear frequencies all the time, and I have my whole life, and it still drives me crazy. I never have a moment of silence. I hear frequencies all the time. Everybody else is like, damn, it's quiet in here, really? Because it seems loud as fuck to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. She said the helmet was cleared after Joe's death. I cleared it myself by processing his death, and then my hearing is so sensitive I can't stand it. So wow. I don't know why they made me pull these cards, but I got teacher, freedom, and right. So teacher is McLaughlin Ragosi. I don't know who that is. Hina, the freedom card, and right is Toth. Toth was the Egyptian dude. I don't know. There's teachings by
Toad.
Toth, yeah.
Toad.
What?
Emerald tablet. That's some 13 dimension type shit. And that's probably why you're hearing those frequencies. You may want to go over and check out Beyond the Veil's channel. Whoever we're talking to right now.
That's Kara.
Kara. You may find some interesting information there.
What was the channel?
Beyond the Veil.
Beyond the Veil. Cool. Shout out to Beyond the Veil. That's what we do.
Yeah, they're awesome. Chris and Cherie Geo.
Oh yeah.
They're twin flame. They're pretty amazing souls.
Yeah, Lee and not Lee and Sherry. Sandra and Alan are twin souls, and in the chat here too. That like very powerful energy work that we're doing with them, and they're just unbelievable.
Oh, these motherfuckers went and did ayahuasca in the Egyptian pyramids.
Wow.
Yeah, like you're gonna find some information over there.
That's some
Miss Man.
That's some badass shit right there.
Yeah, they're pretty badass. They don't. Cherie does read tarot, but not for people. She's very protective of her energy, as she should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out some of that. You may have some of your questions answered, especially dealing with the lights and the frequency that you're starting to see.
Okay, got rid of that. I don't need that shit hanging around in my head. Fuck. I'll have to clear that crystal too, I think. But that's cool, Living Journey. Kara. Beyond the Veil. So, yep, gonna do that, she says. And we're clear. We're in the clear. I think Kara was the last one that we had tonight.
Awesome.
Crystal, thanks for that $1.99 donation. Much appreciated. Love you. Welcome to the Love Vibe Tribe. And with that, any closing messages or?
Not really. Just thank you so much for having me. You got an awesome following, awesome group, really powerful people.
Oh yeah, no, they truly are. And you're welcome here anytime, always, and we're gonna see more of Rebecca. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's a good buddy of mine, and I love working with you. It's been a pleasure, and I really got this feeling that I'm being pulled to ask you to do a final clearing, just to see like how you do what you do when you do it, like the detaching of energy and stuff. You know what I mean?
It doesn't really look like much because it's all up here.
Oh, cool.
But I'll be more than happy to do it for you.
Cool. Sounds good. You want to do it live or you want to do it after?
It's totally up to you. I mean, it literally doesn't look like much.
No, well, I think it's good for those watching too. So maybe just do it, and it doesn't look like much. They get to do it, and it doesn't
look like anything. Okay, but all right. Wow. This is new. always different, but the same symbolisms, just with different people. But with y'all, it's like a huge circle with all of these little things coming out of it, like all of these little ribbons. And when I went to clear, it was like this wave of like I don't even know how to explain that, like a wave that just goes out and just
like a shock wave.
Shockwave. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Very interesting.
Cool. So we good?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Y'all good?
Oh, I feel amazing. I feel amazing.
Right.
Thank you so much for that. Love
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you guys for showing up for us and supporting us the way in what we do for you guys. And we thank you, all the new people that have subscribed and liked the thing. You can check out Rebecca's channel. I put the link down in the description below. It brings you straight there, and all her services are down below every video that she pumps out. With that, we love you so and thank you so much yet again, and namaste.